I'm here with Becky Wiseman, co-owner of PM Contracting. Becky, tell me a little bit about your company.
Well, PM Contracting started in 2004 when our partner purchased another company, renamed it PM Contracting, and my husband and I joined him a few months later.
And what type of work do you guys specialize in?
We're a full service, full mechanical contracting company. We have pipe fitters, and we started with pipe fitters and then purchased a sheet metal company a few years into our partnership.
And how much of the business splits between the two? Is it an even split, or?
It's pretty even. There are years where pipe fitting has the majority, and then there's other years where sheet metal takes over.
And how many employees are in the entire company?
We average about 50 to 55 employees that are our core group. Started with 2 to 3 employees, and now our core group, I would say, is a solid 50.
Wow, that's a lot of growth. What is the revenue you bring in per year?
We average 15 to 16 million a year.
That's great. That's great. And what do you attribute the growth to?
Relationship building and just maintaining those relationships. We are a design build company, so it is purely all about relationships and our employees.
So you're trying to get involved in the design aspect earlier. Are you involved with the architects in the area, or are you working with
somewhat, but
engineering firms?
Mainly we work with owners or retrofits of existing buildings and property management companies.
And what do you typically what do you typically do for your marketing and to kind of get word out? Obviously, you're picking up new customers, so how's that
We
going?
probably should do a lot more, but right now it's really peer-to-peer, word of mouth.
Good reputation.
Good reputation.
Tell me a little bit about, so you're not only sheet metal and piping, but you're about to add a new part to your business?
I recently, I am involved with the sheet metal JATC and on the SMACNA board, and I have found a niche that needs pushing. So I have opened another business that is test and balance and fire life safety.
Great, and what brought you to that decision to add that?
Well, there's only one other union company in the Kansas City area, and I feel the need to push more union and more jobs.
That's great. So what are you going about building that expertise? How are you finding the expertise, or are you self-educating? How are you doing
A
that?
little bit of all. Using a lot of the expertise from TAB and ICB. I found another contractor that was non-union and helped organize him into the sheet metal union. And he already had a NEB certification, so we're on the verge of that contractor status for that, and then we'll continue learning with the help of ICB and TAB.
Great, great. And what do you see as the biggest opportunity market? Is it the damper side of things, or systems, or?
You know, there's not a lot of states in the U.S. that really push the market for, or the legislative. I mean, it is law that we're supposed to have our fire dampers tested on a normal basis. And hospitals do a very good job about that, because if not, they don't have the funding. However, the rest of buildings over 2 to 3 stories, they're not so good about testing their dampers. And so I think the more that we push the legislative action in each state is going to show that, you know, dampers save lives. And so it's something that needs to be pushed more.
I completely agree. So tell me a little bit about your background. How did you and your husband get started in the field?
My husband by trade is a pipe fitter. When he purchased into PM Contracting, when we did that, I was currently a pharmaceutical sales rep. My husband and his partner were not fabulous with numbers, and I was, and so that was my part of my contribution to the company.
And now it's grown significantly since then. Talk to me a little bit about technology. What's going on with technology in your shop and in the field, and how are you addressing some of the changes taking place?
I like technology. Trying to get all of our field guys to use technology in the field is sometimes a little bit more difficult, but we are a paperless company primarily at this point. So we have tablets in the field for our service department and our construction, and it's working well. Of course, software is always something to learn about, and every time that we learn something new, we try to push it and move to the next level.
And so, besides tablets, what else technology-wise? Equipment and the fabrication side of things, or is there?
We primarily do not fabricate in-house. We typically sub that out.
Yep, that's great.
There's a lot of relationships to build with all these other mechanical contractors, and we all share the work.
Great, great. So, in the office, I know we talk about the field. The office, any technologies there that you've implemented? You said paperless. I haven't heard of a paperless contractor yet. I'm sure there are many out there, but
it has taken years. But we have a great accounting system, and which also job costs. And we're always trying to build upon that because every software has something that you need to improve upon. So, I mean, really, it's just teaching our project managers to share their emails and share their information for each job or each customer that they have, and then we put it in place.
What software do you use, may I ask?
Well, we currently use Computer Ease. So and then we are moving to Service Trade for our service side.
Gotcha. Well, great. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And have a great convention.
Thank you.